Hello, 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 and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jameelah, and I'm a master manifester, and I'm sure you are too, because you're watching this kind of content. The name of this channel is Manifesting Magic the Practical Way, because there are a lot of practicalities to manifesting the lives that we choose, right? Now, I just finished posting saying I hadn't made a long video in a minute, right? I just couldn't get the mental space and the clarity there, right? And so I was listening to somebody who I love to listen to for a lot of different reasons, Billy Carson, and I went to a workshop online too, um, about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it was 2 weeks ago. And I remember him saying something that really, really got my attention. He was talking about how people have prayers and how they ask for things. And either one, they're trying to get it with their own mind and their own little calculations. And they're like, I can do this, that, this is what I have. This is what right? And he was like, that's a very limited approach because you have resources available to you that are not right in front of your face. And he was like, the other one is when people start begging for things, right? Begging for things as if it's not even possible for it to happen. Begging for money, begging for a mate, begging for a husband or a wife, begging for friends, please, please, Lord, blah, blah, blah. And so he was just like, the reason why I manifest and get everything I want in life is because I command those things, right? Because I understand the God in me and I cooperate and I co-create with that God in me and not the peasant, right? And I was like, wow. So this information had been kind of sitting on me for the past couple of weeks. And I went to a retreat and stuff, and it was very nice, but I found myself kind of distracted most of the time, even though I enjoyed myself there. But one of the biggest distractions is that there's sometimes when you know that you're not giving your full potential to something, or giving your full potential to developing or growing or expanding in a really particular way. And like when you know that you're playing small, like that negative energy kind of just hits you all of a sudden, because you know what it is to be on the right side of it, and you know what it is to be on the wrong side of it, and you know when you're on the stuck side of it, right? When you're on the side of it where your energy is feeling stuck, where you're not able to push and develop and grow the way you know that you're capable of doing, right? And so yesterday when I was riding, because I had to go and pick up my vehicle and come all the way back, I had to drive some hours yesterday, right? And while I was driving, I was realizing I'd fixed on my vehicle quite a bit in the past year or so, whatever. And it really doesn't matter how it happened, but nothing mechanical about the vehicle. Is because some thieves stole the catalytic converters and it kind of dominoed into a whole bunch of other problems. And so I was like, dang, that's kind of messed up. And so I was kind of commanding these things that I wanted to see change in my life, right? And so today I got up and I was doing my thing and moving around, and I just still had that heaviness on me. Like it hadn't shook. I was like, this is rough. It's not shaking, right? And then something happened. I was sitting in my vehicle, and after it's supposed to be fixed and all these things are done, right? Because one of the things I commanded was a new vehicle. Although I put no time and energy into doing that, I've put no effort into doing it, but I want to always make sure when I do that, it's the right way to go. And I've been having this one for about 6 or 7 years, so it's been some time. And then I was like, I command a new one, right? And so I was sitting here and I just went and got some food, and I got back in the vehicle and I was just like, I need some kind of a confirmation about this today. Just in general, a confirmation about life. And then like the doggone check engine light came back on again after it's supposed to be done. And I was like, I thought I was going to be bothered. I went, oh man. And I stared at that little light, and like I couldn't even force myself to be bothered. It's like the happiest and most easiest and most joyful feeling fell over me in a matter of seconds, right? I have to do things in divine timing. I don't do things according to my mind and I need to do this today and this is the order and blah, 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 because that stuff falls apart. It's crappy and you drag other people into it. It's bad decisions. It never works out right. But when you sit in that uncomfortable place and wait on divine timing and ask for the right confirmations about doing things in the right timing, the right opportunities and the right confirmations are always going to show up, right? And so as many times, not even before, I've seen that light pop up and it really just made me sink every time. I was like, oh gosh, something else to do. Oh gosh, because it's a recurring issue that's been having for the past year. And I'm like, oh gosh, something else to do, right? And then I was sitting there thinking, like, when I saw it, like nothing. I was like, thank you. I was like, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, right? Because sometimes I'm in things, and even if I don't completely like the thing, or if I'm not completely sold on a thing, or I don't completely get the thing, I don't like to move in restlessness. I don't like to just try to fix a problem because this is a problem, let me fix it, this is a problem, let me fix it, right? Because sometimes you make more and more problems for yourself when you do that, right? And then I don't like to go at things either with a scarcity mindset. And that's what put me in this position, because I was given the correct amount of funds to take care of this vehicle the right way. And in that time, I did not do it. I took a shortcut. I let the people around me, the energy around me speak to, let's get a discount on it or something like that, which is never what I'm going to do again. I don't want any discounts on anything, because worrying about a discount just means that you don't believe in abundance. You don't believe that the money's there. You don't believe that the finances are coming. I'm so sick of that mindset, because I don't really have it, but I'm very empathic, and people around me, their limited mindset when it comes to like financial abundance and all, it really gets on the inside of me, and I try to overthink it, but I'm good. And so I was just thinking about that, and I was just like, yeah, all these problems dominoed from scarcity. Even another issue that I'm dealing with, it was all from scarcity. And I'm thinking to myself, no more scarcity decisions, right? You do what you want, when you want, how you want to do it, and be done with it, right? And if you don't see the physical abundance in your face right then and there, then command it. Command that crap from the universe. Command it. Command it. Say, you know what? I'm done with this. I command that this situation be solved. I command clarity, right? I command this new vehicle, right? And it doesn't take away from the practicalities that are related to it, but you will be surprised of the doors that are open. You'll get the right phone calls. You'll talk to the right people. You'll go to the right car dealership, right? Every piece of what you're doing will be blessed. When we are in scarcity energy, that's when I chose this bad muffler shop to go to. That's when I chose to handle the issue the way that I did. That's when I chose to not get on top of it when it was time to get on top of it. It was all scarcity after scarcity after scarcity. And the worst part about it is that I know better, and I didn't even see it. Because I was thinking that, well, maybe because see, this is the thing. If you're not around people that's telling you that your mindset and the way that you think and what you're creating and developing is beautiful and amazing. Like right now, I'm going to put it this way, right? Because I'm on YouTube, and it's very important that I put it this way. I have two very important contracts that I've been working on. Two very important contracts that I've been juggling in many different ways, right? And I am doing so good at it. Let me tell you, I am amazing at it. When I tell you I am killing it, and I haven't even taken a moment to like tap myself on the back and say, girl, you're killing it. You are killing it. I would have never thought in a million years, a year from now, I would be doing so well at such amazing things, right? I was just asked a few minutes ago to present something that's a new and cutting edge technology through an email. I haven't even answered it yet, right? And it's because I'm capable. And it's because I've been capable. But if you don't have people around you speaking into that truth of you, sometimes we think that we don't have it. And we start getting into this small and limited mindset, and it really starts to get the best of us, right? Because I thought about all the times in my life when I've created abundance, when I've created advancement, when I have developed myself in ways that nobody around me could see, when my children had access to things that even when I met women who were married couldn't manage how to figure out how to do these same things for their children. I mean, I've been winning for a long time, and sometimes we forget. And we think like, I'm not there yet. I'm not here yet. I'm not here yet. I'm not here yet. And it's like, girl, you are winning. And if you need to hear that today, guess what? You're winning. It's like, what are we waiting for to understand these things? What are we waiting for to know these things? I am so completely and utterly grateful for the confirmation of that check engine light coming back on. Because you know what? I love this vehicle. It took me through a lot, right? But guess what? I'm happy for a new one. I'm ready for a new one. There's no reason why I don't have a new one. It's just that I've been buried. What Ralph Smart says, if you listen to Ralph Smart, they tried to bury us, but they forgot we were seeds. That's how I feel. I feel like situations, circumstances, surroundings have been trying to bury and smother me. But I forgot that I was a seed. I forgot how amazing I was. I forgot how blessed I was. And I forgot how much I've been winning my whole entire life. I forgot how great of a parent I've been. I forgot how great of an academic I've been. We forget these things. And I'm here today to tell you, if you are waiting for confirmation about whether or not you're supposed to move forward with something, take care of something, do something, expand yourself, grow yourself, be all these amazing things you want to be, you better surround yourself with the right kind of people or no people at all. And you better put your head down and start doing the work and believing that every single step of the way is going to be honored for you, right? Take your time back, take your energy back, take your mindset back, because these things are what you need to be solid, to be whole, to continue creating and developing and expanding. We didn't come here to sit like some sitting duck and be scared of life and always going about what we can't afford and what we can't do. Nah, I'm fancy. I don't know about you, but I'm fancy. I've been like that my whole life. People have always tried to get me to get discount things and this and that. I don't want it. I want the good stuff. I've always reserved myself for the good stuff. If I go do anything, I don't care if it's a conference, an event, a retreat or whatever, I'm looking at the top of the list. What are the people getting who paying the most money? Because I want to know what luxuries are available because I want to experience all of it. I'm fancy. I don't live by this and checkbooks and I don't have this number together and that and all that. I am fancy because the Creator made me that way. He made all of us that way. And I'm here to tell you, don't forget that you're fancy and you deserve the best things in life, right? And if you know you've been killing it, you've been putting that energy in, you've been putting the time in, you've been blessing other people. Boy, if I'm not good at blessing other people, I don't know what I'm good at, right? I've done free work all through my 20s and 30s just because I could do things. I've been sowing these seeds for so long. You have to know when you deserve what's next. Because sometimes we say, oh, I'm grateful, I'm ready for the next, I'm ready for the next. Have you commanded the next, right? Because let me tell you, I looked in the mirror and I commanded. I commanded clarity. I commanded a new vehicle or a perfectly fixed vehicle. I was saying either one. And seeing that check engine light today, like a fire was lit in me. I was like, why are you playing small in any area of your life? You want something, go do it. You want to feel good, get around the kind of people that's going to tell you that you're doing great, that you're amazing, that you can do anything you want in the world, that you're killing it with the things that you're working on now, right? And I don't even mention this. I have an audiobook right now that's being published. And I'm just sitting there like, humbuggishly listening to the audio. And I'm like, oh, this is cool. And it's how the feedback. She's like, this book is amazing. And I'm like, girl, do you understand that most people don't do this stuff? So what are you doing that most people don't do? We have to get out of this small, scarcity, limited mindset and check the people around you. Say, if you're going to be in my life, you need to tell me this. I will tell you that. You need to support me. I will support you. You need to tell me when I'm doing great or whatever it is, because guess what? They can either get on the train or get out the way. That's all the options are. And I'm so grateful because now I'm going to sit there and spend my time looking around for the most perfect vehicle for this season in my life, right? Because this vehicle I got when I didn't believe that I deserved nice things. And so I pushed myself to go do it, right? But now I know what I am. I know what I have. I know who my children are. These children got 2 international trips scheduled to Switzerland and then the next year to Barcelona, all that in a matter of the next 12 months. Passports already done. It's like, you got to know when you plan small. And I feel so like you have to go through dips sometimes. I feel so blessed that I have still, even when I was not feeling exactly the way I wanted to feel, I still put myself into those places. I still did the Manifest Destiny workshop, 10 hours online the whole day. It was amazing, right? I still bought books from people that I was supporting. I still bought things from YouTubers all over the place. I still sold seeds and everything that they were donating, their GoFundMes and their super chats and all that kind of stuff. I got 4 new journals from 4 different YouTubers. I don't need 4 journals, but what I needed to do is let people know that you are doing something great, so keep on doing it, right? I even bought some oils and teas and all that from another channel. The guy was like, my wife started an Etsy business. I don't even think about it. I go straight to it. I click on it and I go, because that's the same energy I want people to have when it comes to my audiobooks, when it comes to the things that I'm developing and creating and bringing to the world, right? I just wanted to give that confirmation, because let me tell you, coming back from getting that little food and seeing that light come on again, I was like, a fire went whoosh. Get your fire back. Command what you want. And confirm that you deserve it. Confirm that you have arrived, right? Confirm it. Because if you don't see when you've arrived, I'm sorry, but some people are not going to tell you that you've arrived. It makes them feel small. They're not going to tell you that, right? But I'm going to tell you that you've arrived. Because at any given time when you're able to see, I need to command what I want from the universe. I need to be grateful for what I have. And I need to be sowing seeds everywhere I go. Keep putting yourself in those right places. I have a conference to go to all day tomorrow. I was at a retreat this last weekend. The weekend before that, I was at Manifest Destiny. I've had 4 new books come in the mail from different people that have written amazing books and things that I don't even have time to read yet, but I will. I have 2 new audiobooks still. So even when you don't feel it, just keep feeding yourself. I have a VIP. I'm super excited about that. Somebody who's evolved, and it's a woman. She's on YouTube, and she's having a 10-person VIP. Come and get it. Knowledge, energy, blessings, gratitude, all that in space. That's coming up in a couple of weeks. I have a conference like every other couple of weeks, because if I'm not invested in myself, then that means I'm not investing in my children. That means I'm not investing in the people around me. That means I'm not investing in my life. Nothing can grow if I'm not in peak condition. And that's not saying that I expect perfection all the time, but I do know that I need to be on the right frequency. I need to have the right attitude, the right energy, and I need to be grateful, and I need to be ready. And so do you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.